Hey guys, it's Miss Jamie here. I am squished into the frame, but I wanted to teach you guys how to do night and day. So we are going to do more night on this side. We have our half moon, and then we have a full moon over here. So we'll do night and day with the tree that is nice and thick, black. Just dividing our picture to show the transition and it just sitting really heavy in the middle. Dark ground down here. So we're doing night and day, and that tree being that focal piece that kind of divides the painting, okay? So lighter colors in the back, dark tree, dark ground. I've got a whole bunch of different paints here. I'm always kind of a mess with my palette, but I put them on here and then I blend somewhere else. And these are styrofoam plates. They're not paper plates, so it doesn't absorb into a paper plate, and you can use a lot of it on a styrofoam plate. If you don't use all of it, you can wrap it up in saran wrap and use it for later too. So I also have a blue water bucket here with 2 brushes. I've got about an inch of water in there. You could rinse out at any time and change out your water. I've got a towel and a paper towel in here. So those are the materials that I need to complete night and day painting. And so I'm right-handed. I have everything on my right-hand side and I'm laying it down. We're going to use more of a watercolor approach to this. So we're using acrylic paint, but we're going to get it nice and watery for our background, and then a nice thick tree on top. So I have it laying down, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get my brush ready, and I've got some water on it, and I'm going to start putting in my blues, okay? And I'm just gonna dot. You're gonna hear the sound. It sounds like a drum. This is pretty tight canvas. It's great canvas. And so I'm just using real watery blue. Now how do I do that? I dip my brush in water. Don't dry it off. It's super watery, very watery. And then I roll it in my blue paint where I'm making like a puddle. Okay, I'm making a puddle. Let me show you guys what that looks like. Okay, I've got a puddle, very watery, very watery. That's what I want. And I want to dab. Water's gonna help you blend. I'm gonna go to about the middle of this painting. Okay, water is gonna help you blend. Okay. And I wanna put it lighter around my little moon up here, right? Because the light of the moon is keeping it pretty white around it. So let's lighten that up. Let's be a little bit lighter around our moon. Go around our moon. You can paint over it if you want. Your pencil and marker would show through, but water is going to help you blend here. Okay. Let's add a little bit of purple. How do I make purple? I'm going to take some pink and blue. Pink and blue here. And I'm just gonna dab. I'm just dabbing. You guys know how to dab, right? Your new dance moves. So I got a little bit of pink and blue here, making that purple. I'm gonna do a little lighter within my moon, right in here. So this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Half of my painting is watery blues, purples, and whites. Doing the dark and light, right? Night and day. I'm gonna add a little black to mine down here. But water's gonna help you blend. Just dabbing. I'm not brushing. I'm not brushing. I'm dabbing up and down, up and down. Lots of water. Water's gonna help that blend together. Let the water do the work for you. Okay, if I was using oil paint, I would use paint thinner. I'm not. I'm using acrylic, and I'm using it more like a watercolor paint. So lots of water here. I'm gonna start going into more of these pinks, and I'm gonna do a little bit more pink right in the middle of this tree. I'm gonna paint right over that tree. That's all right. Because pink is gonna be my transition color to get to my warmer colors over here. Okay, so basically what are we doing? We're doing water, we're doing blue, we're doing purples, we're making it look more nighttime over here. Just dabbing. And every painting's so different. The one that you guys saw on the flyer is going to be different than from this one. It's hard to make the same painting over and over, and that's kind of the good thing about it, right? We don't want our paintings to be like someone else's. It's not a race. It's not a competition, right? We don't measure our success by the person next to us, right? We measure our success by maybe some of our own personal goals that we want to meet, how well it looks, how much time we took, right? So a little bit of water. If it gets too thick, it kind of got a little thick down here, so that's okay. I don't need to do anything besides put more water on my brush and go back through that paint. So here I am, just dabbing away here. I went through my tree branches, that's okay. Here we are. Real watery, guys, real watery. Now, could I take my towel while it's still wet, ball it up into a little ball? Could I go through there and just press? Absolutely, absolutely. And just press into it. Give it a little bit of a texturized look into the sky. I like it. Really nice. There you go. Let's go on over into our other color now. Let's wash our brush really good by rolling it on the bottom of your water bucket. And let's go on over, and I'm going to do some pinks here to get over there. Transition color from blue to pink. Then I'm going to start scooping up some orange. And people always ask, well, where do you put all the colors at? Do you have a, I just kind of feel it out, I just feel it out. I know that around my sun, I do want, and I think I said moon earlier, so sorry about that. I've had a long day, long week. I hope you guys are having a great week too, but I want to keep it lighter. I want to keep it lighter around these two. The light that's shining keeps it a little lighter. That's what we want to do. Let's do that. So guys, that's what we're doing here. We are putting in our reds and our pinks and our oranges. So we want it to look light on the right side and dark on the other. We do that by this tapping motion up and down. Water is the key to blending. Right? And let's go ahead and keep doing that. Filling all this in yellow and orange, guys. All right, guys, we're back to the drawing board here, or the painting board. We've done our background, we've got night and we've got day. So let's go ahead and let's speckle some stars over here. So what you're gonna need is your brush real watery, okay? You're gonna dip it in some white. You're gonna keep it pretty loose, okay? And you're just gonna tap, okay? Tap some stars over here. Now, can you do it this way? Sure. And I like it because it's a lot of fun. Or you can take the bottom here, and a lot of you guys know how to do that. You dip it the bottom of your brush, not the brush part. You dip the bottom and place your stars all over. Just place them, okay? Really liking that. So here we go. Let's go ahead and do our sun and our moon. I'm going to use this light yellow, and I'm just going to dust that into my moon here. holding on like a paint, or at the tip of our paintbrush, like a pencil. Okay. There we go, guys. I really like it. I love painting. Love it, love it. Then over here, I'm going to use more of a yellow orange. I think I'm going to actually use a little bit of pink here at the bottom. Just at the bottom, a little heavier here. Looks like it's sitting more up in the sky. And do a heavier bottom. Really scoop up that yellow. I'm going to scoop up some white. Really kind of lighten this up here in the middle. Maybe some little swirls in there. You can fill it in with just regular straight strokes. You can choose that. Okay, guys. I'm really liking it. I have it down right now, okay, because this is really wet in the background. So I have it down. Hope you guys can see that good. But now it's time to do our tree. So a little water on your tiny brush. And what we're going to do now is we are going to go through here and we're going to color in, fill in the trunk, just straight black. Just straight black so it can stand out with all the color of the background, okay? When we do our tree branches, we really want to be pretty careful and lift up. Don't give me a chicken foot. A chicken foot is when it's even, and I just did it right there, so let's maybe make a little bit more, okay? V's are in trees, so look at that. If you don't have V's in trees, you're not making trees, right? There's always a V in a tree. V. How do we branch off from here? V. How do we branch off from the trunk? V. V's in trees. You're making trees if you're making V's. That's what helps us branch into everything else. So let's go ahead and continue doing our tree. Holding on, little strokes. Take your time. Don't press down too hard and then you'll get a really big tree branch. Okay? And the reason why you get a big tree branch is because you might have too much paint and you're pressing down too hard. Be gentle. Take your time. Hold it like a pencil. Hold it like a pencil. Go fill in your trunk and all of your branches. All right, guys, well, we're back and let's do the ground. So I finished my tree, okay, and take your time on this, but we did the trunk and we did the branches. I love it. It's looking good. Remember, take your time. And so now I'm gonna go in here with my bigger brush and I'm just gonna fill in the ground. Gonna fill in the ground. Big old strokes here, just back and forth here, filling in the ground, and we're going to keep it nice and wet. Now I'm going to show you how to make grass, okay? Showing you how to make grass here. So let's fill that in. Back and forth. A little bit of water in our black. Helps us move our acrylic paint a little better, right? Let's get this last part down here. And here we go, here we go. So that's nice and wet, okay? That's nice and wet. It's looking great. Let's pull up here. Look how I'm just barely pulling up. Barely pulling up. I'm right here with my paintbrush. I'm right here and I'm gently pulling up, pulling up. Now what if I do this? That's okay. Let's go through it. Let's pull up through it. It's just gonna be a little higher ground right there. That's okay. That's okay. See that? We're making grass. little weeds, random field. You could do that all the way through, texturize it all the way through. Okay guys, let's check that out. Let's kind of look at the bigger picture here. Let's move that. There we go. So I don't have any leaves on my trees right now, right? I don't have any leaves, but we're doing from dark to light. We're doing from night to day, right? We did the background, water's helping us out. We're taking our regular acrylic paints, we're adding water to them, we're laying it down flat. It looks like it's kind of puddling up, and that's okay, because water's gonna help us blend and give us that kind of smoky look in the sky. So I did darker colors or more nighttime colors, right? And cooler colors, and then warmer colors over here. And the transition was I did blue, and then I did pink to get over to these other colors, okay? And then I did some stars over here. You can put those in with the bottom of your brush, or you can speckle them in. Paint in your moon, paint in your sun, then fill in your tree. Take your time with your little branches. Don't press down too hard, you'll get a thicker branch. And then we'll fill in the bottom, lifting up, doing a little bit of grass. I'm gonna go ahead and add some leaves on here, just black. And I'm just gonna tap. So I don't want a lot here in the middle, and I don't want a lot, I just kind of, let's just space them out, and then we'll fill in. So I'm tapping, just like I did on the background. I'm just gonna fill in. I'm just gonna do some random looking leaves here. And then I'll fill in where I feel good at, right? We don't wanna just start in one spot and put a bunch, and then maybe our tree looks like Bob Ross's hair, or a snow cone or something perfectly round. You know, let's kind of come out here, right? Let it not be so even. Let's put a little bit up here. Doesn't have to, I see a lot of people do just right on the tree branch, okay? Let's not do that. Let's randomly put those guys so nice and full that we don't have to just line them up on a tree branch. What if I had a thicker branch somewhere? That's okay. Let's cover it up with a few leaves. Instead of taking it off, let's cover it up with a few leaves. That's all right. Well, there we have it, guys. I'm really liking the look of this guy. I like it a lot. I like nighttime, I love the daytime. We can appreciate both. We have our light, our cool colors over here for nighttime, and then our warmer colors over here for the daytime. We have our little half crescent moon. We have a full sun, our tree that's black and just sitting so nice and thick and still in the middle of it, grounding us. We went ahead and did our little branches. Take your time, don't press down hard. Use a little water. Water's key to this painting. You'll hear me say that a lot. And then we're filling this in, and we just pull up. We pull up with making grass. So guys, I'm hoping that you enjoy it. This is one that you can keep going on and on forever. I hope you enjoy your time with creating with us today. We miss you guys. We always look forward to hanging out with you guys. And we'll be seeing you soon. If you have any questions, just let us know. I'm glad I got to teach you how to do this today. And just have an awesome day, guys. Post a picture of what you created. Title your work, right? Name it something different. It's all yours. So hope you guys are having a great day. And thanks for creating with me. Talk to you guys soon.